good start.
Mike Brown on the inside, the 311 on the orange KTM, but inside of him, whoa, Gary Sutherland, the number 6, the green bike, with a great start, and Gary Sutherland throws it away. Mike Brown leaps into the water pit. Look at all the water, and Mike Brown, wait a minute, he stalls his bike or gets it going. The drama already, Endurocross, give it, Endurocross take away.
Wow, unbelievable. Mike jumps in the water, and it might have had a little electrical problem there. Puts it back to 4th place. Got to work on those guys through the matrix here.
The first time through the matrix. Taking a look at some of the riders right now in the lead, Graham Jarvis. What you need to know about Graham Jarvis is he is one bad dude on a dirt bike. He's won just about everything except for the Erzberg Rodeo, which he has finished first twice, but been disqualified for missing sections. And Graham Jarvis taking a little bit of a dirt sample and dancing on the logs while Mike Brown aboard the FMF KTM, the factory team representing here, moves back to the front after a problem early in the race. Guess who's in second place?
Yeah,
his teammate, Taddy Blazuziak, 3-time consecutive champion of the Endurocross series. And you can see that chopped wood is causing havoc, Jeremy.
Yeah, you know what happens is they jump in that water, the water gets all over the bikes, in the skid plates, and carries it up through the logs. That is going to get very slippery when this night rolls on.
A good look at the matrix. The 2 qualifying positions right now are being held by Mike Brown and Taddy Blazuziak, the factory KTM team. There's Blazuziak, 1-1-1. He's the champion in the series. He's allowed to run the number 1 plate. He did run it at the first round. And look at this little double. So tacked as he heads into this river section. Wow, almost gets bumped over the bars. But what I said, Jeremy, is after finishing 3rd in the first round of the series, he elected not to run the number 1 plate any longer.
Yeah, maybe he had a little bit of a superstition going on with that. Mike Brown, again, showing him going through the water. That stuff's getting pretty slippery. I hope there's not an issue happening with the bike launching there.
Mike Brown hails from Tennessee. He's the only X Games athlete to ever earn a medal from Tennessee, and he earned a silver medal last year in this very event. I think he would really like to take home the gold. And a problem as the course gets more and more slippery from the water being dragged around. Now, Mike Brown and Taddy Blazuziak are teammates. But, Jeremy, it's the X Games. Do you think there's team orders in play here?
I would say that for sure there are no team orders. Mike Brown wants to win. He's one tough customer when it comes to riding these races. And I think he's really improved throughout the year. He believes that he has something.
Oh! Wait a minute. Mike Brown decided to go around the water, and he slid going up the face of the log. He crashed, able to remount. Taddy Blazuziak did not know he was on the other side of the blind log and ran right into it. But now Blazuziak takes the lead through a small rhythm section over some big lumber. And here's the matrix, and you can see the water starting to get drugged around. And right now, the battle for second is heating up. That's Corey Grifunder from Canada. Wow, Mike Brown needs to get on his game or he's not going to qualify. And look at this. Mike Brown with the problem. He comes over into the lane where Grifunder is at.
The question is, did that affect Mike Brown's bike? He looks like, you can see the front fender's pretty dirty there. Did his bars get twisted? Is it a little hard to ride right now?
Well, that is a good question. That was a very risky move on Brown's part, trying to stay out of the water, going to the side, but when he came back to go to the logs, he had to hit it at an angle. And look at that water. It is no joke. This is the deepest I've ever seen the water. One of the lap riders looking back to see if traffic is coming. Mike Brown holding down that second position. But again, the story, the white flag is already out for Taddy Blazuziak. And riders having a hard time on the right side of the rocks. I think that uphill rock section there has been some water accumulating. Look at this, Mike Brown changing sides this time.
You can also see that from the side angle, their bikes are not dry by the time they get to this rock pile.
No, absolutely not.
So it's going to get wet throughout the night. These heats are going to drag that water all over the track, and it is slippery, as you can see.
Mike Brown checking up there at that other log face, maybe getting a little slippery himself. Here's the water obstacle. Let's see if Brown decides to go around the side of it. And yes, this is what happened last time, but he hit that log a little bit sideways, and it threw him down to the ground. into the chopped wood, but this is Blazuziak getting it done through the matrix. This is the last tough obstacle. Ted Blazuziak from Poland, your X Games gold medalist last year and your first heat winner. He will transfer to the main event. He is one bad dude on a dirt bike, 5-time Erzberg Rodeo winner. And Jeremy McGrath, you raced the Erzberg Rodeo.
Yeah,
you rode it.
I rode it. I didn't compete. I participated. Taddy has got that dialed in. I had a tough time with it. But Taddy looking good. Being very patient.